Jay. Well, it's time now to answer some of your legal questions, and we turn to the one and only Fox 26 senior legal analyst, Chris Tritico. Welcome.
Good morning.
Happy to see you as always.
Good to be here.
Let's get going. You ready for this?
Absolutely.
All right, our first question comes in from Larry, who writes, I worked at a hospital over the last 3 months. I've been called into HR and told I was just being talked to. Later, I learned it was a disciplinary action. I ended up with 2 verbal warnings. One time, they put me on paid suspension for 2 weeks. They eventually apologized because they didn't find probable cause to support the coworker's report. Now, if I get called in, they can give me a final warning and fire me. That's not right. What they claim happened never happened. They did a 2-week investigation and found nothing. I just want to know what I can do.
Well, Larry, you're going to have to look at the policies of the hospital and see if they have a grievance process for you to file a grievance and challenge these verbal warnings and get them removed as warnings. If you were told that these were not warnings under their process to move you along towards termination, then you need to file a grievance if there's still time. Grievance policies at various agencies and places have a limited time for you to file a grievance. Because you didn't know that this fell under this policy, then you may still be able to file that grievance. But you have to look at their policies and see what the policy says about filing a grievance to see if you can challenge this. If they don't have a grievance policy, go to HR, discuss this with them, do it in writing as well, and put this in writing so that you have something in your file to challenge this if it comes to termination later. Good luck.
All right, here's our next question coming in from Des, who writes, I recently divorced my husband. We have 2 kids together. He has not seen the kids in several years. I've been dating this guy for over a year now. He does everything for my kids. He wants to put the kids on his insurance and more. What can he do to legally adopt them?
Okay, Des, you can do this. Now, under Texas law, you're going to have to file what's called a suit affecting the parent-child relationship because your ex-husband, the father of your children, has not seen the kids in well over a year. Then you're going to have to legally remove him as the father. It's called abandonment. In Texas, it takes a minimum of 6 months of a parent not seeing the children, not caring for the children, not doing anything with the children for at least 6 months, and you can file an abandonment case, and that's called a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. In that suit, Child Protective Services is going to have to get involved. There's going to have to be an investigation. Your ex-husband will have to be served. He has rights to come in and challenge this if he chooses to. And psychologists will have to get involved. It's a process, a big process to make sure your children are protected. And they'll have to have their own lawyer as well. Once that's all done, assuming his rights are removed as a parent, then your new husband can adopt your children. Good luck.
All right, sounds like it might take a bit.
It takes a bit, but it's a good process and it takes care of the children.
All right, thank you, Chris. Finally, this one comes in, and I feel like this could affect a lot of people, so listen up in case this were to happen to you. Mario says, I was injured last August by a hit-and-run driver. I left the scene and called police when I got home. They said because I left the area, they could not file a report. My insurance company said they couldn't start a claim without any witnesses or a police report. I was later admitted to the hospital with spinal whiplash. Now I have the hospital calling for payment. What can I do?
Okay, Mario, why did you leave the scene? I don't understand that. You should have called the police while you were there, but what's done is done. Now, why the police won't take a report, I don't understand that either, but here's where we are. You left the scene and the police won't take the report. Now you've been to the hospital because you were injured and your insurance company won't take a report because they don't have a police report. Do you have health insurance? If you do, make a claim, okay? and let your health insurance company pay that claim for you. That's what needs to be done here. If you don't have health insurance, then you're stuck. Now, part of your letter said no lawyer will take your case. No lawyer will take your case because there's no one to sue, okay? You're in a bad way here. If you have health insurance, file it on your health insurance company and be done with it. If you have auto insurance, you may be able to claim that on your auto policy even without a police report. Make that claim again. Tell them, look, I was hit. Here's the evidence I have. Make the claim. If you need to, call the Texas Department of Insurance for help. Good luck.
And for future reference, if you're in a hit and run,
Stay there and call the police.
All right.
That's what you need to do.
That's important to know.
Right.
Because, you just might panic and not know what to do.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Chris. If you want to send us your legal questions, all you have to do is hop on our website. You can start at fox26houston.com because that's where you'll find Chris's segments under the morning news tab. As always, for that specific info, you can contact an attorney of your choice.